Welcome, everybody, to the Big Fan Podcast, where it's guys being guys, friends being friends, and nothing but good vibes and high fives. Come on. Come on. Damn, we just got fives.
Yeah.
Patty cakes, bakers, man. To my right, we got Mr. Juan Carlos.
Hello.
To my right, we got Mr. Aaron Williams.
Fighter
lover of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And to my immediate right, we got Mr. Andrew Garcia.
How you doing?
And I am Ruben Gonzalez. And this is a Big Fan Podcast. Part one. Part one is where we, talk about a little bit more topic detailed stuff that you guys might want to hear.
What would be
our interests, stuff we want to kick to you guys.
Informational.
Yeah, information, topics, good stuff, love stuff,
deep stuff.
Yeah, deep stuff. Love everything.
Like sexy.
And you guys might be wondering who is this handsome gentleman we got? A newbie?
Not me,
newcomer? Yeah.
Right here.
Who might you be?
Aaron Williams.
Ooh. Beautiful.
I might have heard of you before.
How are you guys doing today?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's the week rolling out?
Slow.
Can't wait for it to be over, man.
For reals already? It's Thursday.
I just need one more week to go by.
It's thirsty Thursdays. You guys aren't thirsty?
I'm not thirsty. I got water. I'm good.
Just water.
Oh, yeah? You guys don't get parched?
Well,
I know I
straight.
get thirsty sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm out on the streets, looking.
I'm never thirsty, dude.
Not for love, actually.
I drink 2 gallons of water a day. I'm not thirsty.
God damn.
Do you really drink 2 gallons?
He's purified.
How many times do you pee?
Dude, no, that's another question, bro. I wake up to pee probably 6-7 times a night.
I pee in my bed.
During the day, dude, I probably pee, I don't know, 10, 15 times.
Do you want to explain why you're this kind of regimen going on?
Yeah.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Aaron Williams from the High Desert.
Yes, sir.
Been fighting for King of the Cage for the last 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
I had a 5-2 amateur record. I'm looking into my 5th pro fight.
Hell yeah.
I'm 3-1 now.
Ooh.
Fighting a guy, Ryan Fillingame.
It's over.
And need to come out for the win. So I'm, got to drink, stay completely hydrated. The way we cut weight as we're building up to the time to lose the weight, we start high on our water intake and then deplete it as the week goes on, as that final week happens. That way we can lose that water weight healthily and not what you guys hear about most of the time. You guys are going to the hospital or need an IV. So I still want to lose water weight and stay hydrated, if that makes any sense.
If that's possible.
My coach could probably explain that
it's
better
science,
than me.
Guys.
But
I don't know about
he's just a fighter, He's not the fucking
It is down to a science.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Goal is to be able to kind of lose more weight day of weigh-ins, just so I can be heavy day of the fight.
Because you get it back pretty quick,
Yes.
right?
And you don't want to lose too many nutrients and fucking
Exactly.
electrolytes and
Aminos.
fucking neurons, electrons.
Nucleus.
I'm not losing none of those.
And you can't drink no alcohol, huh? Or you could if you wanted to.
Me as a fighter, I choose not to.
You shouldn't.
There's people.
What about? Oh no.
What?
I was gonna say what about like weed and stuff, but that's
No.
I don't do that either. Again,
Nick Diaz.
again, totally up to the fider. I mean, if they want to
Or
snort,
you could be like
snort
John,
coke, they
do a
can
little
go ahead and
cocaine.
snort
Or
Shout out to John Jones.
Shout out to Champ.
Yeah.
the guy is technically the greatest athlete of all time in MMA, and
Monster.
in the meantime, he was
Doing a
a
little coke
coke,
on
and
the
I
side.
mean, more power to him.
Rick James
Yeah.
did a little.
A little bit. He did a little bit.
Ruben used to do it all the time.
Hey,
Nah, just kidding.
but Aaron, how'd you get in this fight game?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say I'm.
Are you like one of those guys to beat up people in high school?
He's a dick.
No,
You're a bully. Well, maybe
not a bully.
you
Nah,
you
anything
got
but.
bullied and then you know what? This time I'm gonna push back.
Do you come? I think you come from a strong
a
strong
testosterone.
land. Yeah, a strong
high
backbone.
testosterone,
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
High testosterone
Yeah.
family.
Strong heritage.
there you go. You could say that, a high testosterone family. Yeah. When I was 7, I started wrestling again with Joe Stevenson, winner of the Ultimate Fighter 2.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's time.
He coached me from 7 to 13, and he was coaching all my brothers. I went to middle school and high school, and he was actually on the show around that time. in the UFC, and then
he won that year.
he
Yeah,
won the
he won
Ultimate
the
Fighter
second
too.
one.
Yeah, and then once he came back to the High Desert, Joe Stevenson came back to the High Desert and opened his gym. I went back to his gym to start training, and at this time I'm 18, and I knew I wanted to fight. 3 of my older brothers had fought.
Also runs in a little bit.
Yeah, and my brother Kyle was a fight promoter for King of the Cage and Gladiator Challenge, so he's put together a lot of fights. My brother Kyle even tried out for the Ultimate Fighter. But
It's a tough game.
yes.
Yeah.
How
It
good
is.
you gotta be to try out for the Ultimate Fighter? You gotta win like all kinds of like King of the Cage.
Well, that's hard to say. Like for instance, my brother Kyle, his record was 5-3 at the time. I was told, if I remember this correctly, Dana told him that he wanted him to have more fights. But it seems to me, I don't watch the show very often. But it seems to me I've seen fighters on there with less fights.
Yeah, I was gonna say you see cats going in there.
Yeah, they'll show up the streets. He's like, I'm here to fight.
Yeah, he's just got to, I don't know, like you.
Well, I mean,
Dana,
it could have changed from then because like when he did that, it was like really early on, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably he just changed over time.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
What he feels is valid enough to get on.
Like maybe he'll see a guy and like, dude, that guy looks like a
or he has to like you.
Coming in.
Probably maybe both. I don't know.
I feel like I've seen guys on the newer Ultimate Fighters that I would beat up.
Yeah.
Chump change. Yeah.
I'm not.
So how he get on?
I'm not there.
Like most rappers, how's he selling?
Is that something you would like to eventually go on?
I mean, I suppose if it was offered to me, I might, but it's never been an idea of mine. I'm not a fan of that show.
Oh, okay.
But wouldn't you look at it?
I think it's, I mean, plain and simple, I'm in a house with a bunch of guys. I see the way they behave. They all drink on the show. I wouldn't even be drinking.
That's something new that they just brought
and
back.
I've seen them, and I've seen them mess with people's food. You mess with my food, I'm gonna fight you, and I'll get kicked off the show. But you're coming with me.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't care that much about the show.
You hear that?
I'd rather be noticed from outside.
There you go, Dana. He's the fucking like the type of guy you want on the show.
#1 draft.
He's a fucking fighter. Don't fuck with his food or his women.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But as far as like what it could give you as a career, you wouldn't like look into that because what if you win and then you get like what? You just get a deal or some shit? Or you
get some sort of a contract.
Contract. I mean, that would be the best part.
Familiar enough with it anymore. I just think you can get better deals.
There you go.
I mean, you can create virtually what you want out of that where you're at now. If you keep pushing it, and keep elevating the sport at wherever you're at. Yeah. So you can get there. So,
and you're how old are you?
25.
Why is it? You're
25 and killing it.
And you know what's kind of crazy? That speaking about that, they just kind of interviewed Nick Diaz about the whole Conor McGregor, Mayweather, and guys that pretty much are on the UFC that just go, I'll fight anybody, anytime.
Right.
You guys don't even have to pay me. And I think Nate Diaz brought a good point. It's like he was like, these dumb
Nate or Nick?
No, Nate. He was like, these dumb shit motherfuckers are hurting the business because we're out here entertaining the entertainers and we're really getting paid shit compared to all these other guys, you know?
Absolutely.
And these other guys should be treating the sport more like a business so everybody else gets paid for, because these guys are bringing not the sport down, but just like their pay, lifestyle down. And I was like, kind of putting in a good perspective.
It's like lowering the stocks.
Yeah, lowering the stocks. It's like, and I kind of hear for the guy. Like, those guys are fucking, they get beat up. They fight. Yeah.
That's their career or their life.
Baseball players get paid millions of dollars to play baseball, This is fucking blood, sports, guts. Like,
your whole fucking body,
I was going to ask you, what do you think about that?
About our pay?
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying, but, like, once you get up there, like, the whole UFC situation, like, what Nate Diaz was saying is, like, we entertain the entertainers, but we get paid shit. While baseball players, basketball, every other sport is making bank. Boxing is getting bank.
Yeah.
It's like,
I feel like it's just because those have been around longer as a sport, a lot longer. So they just have that install base, and it just costs so much money.
Do you think that you guys should get paid a little more, or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, we definitely put our body on the line way more than baseball. Yeah. And
Fuck baseball.
I didn't.
Hey, Aaron.
I didn't see the interview where you were talking about Nate saying that, but if I'm understanding you correctly, Connor is kind of like just out there willing to fight a guy like Mayweather and he's not going to be making any money for it.
No, I'm saying, actually, that's why Connor is doing it.
For the money.
The money, and that's going to ruin the...
Yeah. No, not that, but say like people like Donald Cerrone, amazing fighter, badass, guts, but he's also like I'll fight anybody at any time, and he's not like kind of looking at it in a business point of view. It's like, okay, this is also like I need to make the most money while I can
before I get hurt.
That sport's rough on you, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It could end your whole career with.
Yeah, you should be pushing to be able to make a little bit more money than you are before you're. But everybody's so willing to sign for a fight.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's tempting not to. It's so much money. I mean, it's so much money than not getting anything. Yeah. Like, do you want zero or do you want this big chunk of change? It's not what you deserve, but it's a big chunk of change nonetheless. I know
what you're saying.
But, wow. I don't know, man. So, when is your fight? Your next fight?
June 4th at Saboba Indian Casino.
Oh, Saboba.
Mark it down in your fucking calendar.
On your iPhone.
The gates will open at 4:30. Fights will start at 6. So,
how much are tickets for?
$45 for the general admission. That's what I have left. And there's VIP seats for $100.
Get us those, Garcia.
Got you.
Just those seating. Absolutely. And the general admission seating is open seating, so you don't actually have a seat number or anything like that.
And there's drinks in there?
Oh, yeah.
A little few drinks, little drink-a-poo?
Food. Yeah. You can get drinks for sure.
Oh, the other question I had is, like, since your last fight, have you just been training since then nonstop? Or did you take a little time off? Do you have to recoup?
I usually, some people do an amazing job at just jumping in there and fighting again. I usually am off for a week. But there are those times where that week goes by and the next thing you know, it's been almost 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've only been in the gym twice.
Yeah. Too much pizza.
But no, I was, off for a week. Then I get back in the gym and my workout just isn't a camp workout. I'm in the gym for 2 hours at night versus what I am now as a camp. I'm in the gym 5.5 to 6 hours. So I'm still in the gym, but when that camp starts, the hours, everything goes up.
So it literally is a job.
Yeah,
it's your job.
Much of 6 hours.
It's a job that pays very low. I make ticket sale money, and I make $1,000 when I win a fight. So, I make about $1,700 a fight for in 2 months of training.
I think you enjoy it, right? Like,
yes, I do love the sport.
You have to.
It's a good sport.
Yeah, because if not, then what would keep you going? Obviously, not the money,
Yeah, exactly.
And you're killing yourself. You're training all day. I bet it's just exhausting. 6 fucking hours.
What's your diet?
Oh yeah.
Now versus like when you're not fighting, is it way different or is it just like sort of different?
Fuck yeah.
Is it way different?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I love sweets, so
I
engorge. Like for instance, after a fight, I probably eat 2 shakes that night.
What? From
I would too.
Like a shake and the
shake weight?
Like,
no. I'm still training.
I just love sweets. So my diet changes drastically. Like for right now, this is what I'm eating. I'm eating 6 ounces of chicken with about 4 ounces of couscous. That's 1 meal.
What's a couscous?
Couscous is like I think it's rice? Is it a grain or a?
It's a very
like those little bubble stuff.
No,
yes.
It's like brown little bubbles.
It's the healthiest of grains.
It's like alien eggs.
But boiled rocks.
But it changes.
Like caviar.
The diet changes, varies each week. But I have 6 ounces of sweet potato with 6 ounces of chicken. Then I get 2 eggs with 2 egg whites and some black beans. So I eat 6 meals, but they're not large portions.
Yeah.
And when my camp started, I was intaking a little over 2,100 calories.
That's not.
Is it? You're always.
Day?
Yeah. That's not much.
No. That's about what
that's a Kit Kat
an average person should be eating
for lunch.
And I'm doing more than average work throughout the day. So
that's better.
It's not a lot.
No.
And that drops. Like the next week, it dropped 110 calories, I think, and this week I'm at, I think 18 70. That's how much calories I'm taking.
Damn.
And how many pounds do you have to lose before the 4th?
As of right now, I'm 157.5, so I got another 13 pounds. 12 pounds with California's roll of giving me a pound.
So what do you cut out more now, like leading up to that, like to make that weight?
The sweets.
Women.
Well, I haven't had any sweets. I haven't had anything other than those meals I've described for the last 8 weeks.
That's crazy.
I eat oatmeal in the morning. That's the
awesome.
best time of my day.
It
I get
is.
oatmeal and
Porridge.
almond butter.
What?
I said porridge.
So, but this fight, Joe has done a lot of my
prepping.
Yeah.
Like the roadmap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't followed my calories as much any other fight, but this fight. This is.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is more. I've paid most attention in this fight for my calories and my sodium intake, and because we're trying to keep the sodium down while we keep the calories at a certain height and the proteins up.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be
carbs?
difficult. The carbs. This last coming week,
because that's for energy, right?
Yeah.
Like carbs give you
so this last coming week, that's what we need to do. We need to be able to keep our carbs up too.
Yeah. You eat like sweet potato and stuff.
Not bring up our
calories
or our sodium.
So high protein, high calorie, high protein, high carbs, low calorie, and a lot of water.
Plus a lot of working out. Plus a 5 to 6 hour workout.
What about
plus a healthy libido?
Well,
masturbating, huh?
That depends.
That weak in the knees.
that depends on the person too. Some people don't mind having sex the night before a fight.
Fuck, no,
Ronda Rousey,
I stop having sex 10 days before my fight.
Yeah. Look at Marcus. He wouldn't have sex for like 3 months.
I actually saw studies online, a few different ones that say that if they do have sex, like even 10 minutes before, they actually perform better because they're way more relaxed.
You have new testosterone in your blood.
Yeah. I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
And
they want you to lose. That's
my last fight was probably,
you had a quickie before.
Don't get me wrong. It might have. Don't get me wrong. It might have been the opponent. Probably was the opponent. But my last fight was probably my easiest fight.
Ooh.
And I think I had sex like 4 days before my fight, and I've never done that before.
4 times.
Yeah.
But look at how I performed. Maybe I was more relaxed.
Yeah.
To wait 3 months though, like you said, and some people do, like Joe has.
See?
But I don't wait 3 months because it only takes 21 days to build the max amount of testosterone your body can build.
And then throw it off. And then
So why? I'm not going to render myself. Sex is an amazing thing.
I think things like that. I think things like that is like more like they're like more superstitious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like just in case.
Just in case I need that extra.
And it's okay to be a little issues, not super.
And delicious.
Yeah, that's truth.
The other question I had along those lines is like, how much is it different from? I know you don't you're not part of the UFC. You don't really care about them, but I know you kind of pay attention to some of the stuff, like the weight cutting and the like we talked about a little bit is the hydration part of it. And not being. Are you guys able to use the IVs to replenish or no?
No longer.
No longer, right?
Not since the beginning of this year.
Right. Well, how do you think that's a good thing or a positive or negative?
I don't understand why the athletic commission has taken that away.
Right.
The devil.
I think if you have IV available, you should be able to use it. It's only you're only bringing yourself back up to hydration. You're trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
For instance, BJ Penn was pulled out of this upcoming fight because they found him using an IV. I don't know how they trace for that, but
that's just putting like Pedialyte back in your body,
no.
Or more than that, some stuff, some really good
Well,
stuff.
the reason, the biggest reason is because they found out that when you use IV to rehydrate, you can also mask using EPOs, which are blood dopamine.
See, you know more than I do.
Yeah, what it does, people use blood doping where they swap out blood, they replenish they take out their blood and then put it back in, and it boosts their own testosterone and all
cyclists do that.
Cyclists do that. And when you use IVs, IV fluids to replenish your hydration, it masks those tests.
So they just pretty much want you to drink Propel.
No.
No. How about some?
But you don't want to drink that much Pedialyte. You guys keep tossing Pedialyte up in there.
I'm not saying Pedialyte.
Pedialyte, 99 cents.
Look at,
dude.
I'll drink of
I'll get you
Champions.
some.
I drink about 1/8 of a bottle of Pedialyte after I've intaked water. After weigh-ins, so I drink about a bottle of water, have about 1/8 of the bottle of Pedialyte, and I don't know. Sometimes I'll drink the whole bottle, but I only drink it about 1/8 at a time, and water's in between that.
Oh yeah,
I only drink about 1/8 an hour.
Yeah,
water's key.
Yeah,
dude, water flushes down everything.
Yeah, not Gatorade. I don't want to sweat blue and red and purple.
That's a beet juice. What about as far as like any vitamins? Vitamin D.
You supplementing? Do you supplement or no?
I'm not a big supplement, and when I say supplement, I mean like the whey protein. Don't believe in that stuff.
No.
I mean,
I'm not just
that's
like
sugar.
Probiotics,
silicone, and that stuff. But I am sponsored by a company called Health First Weight Loss and Skincare here in the high desert.
I actually heard of them.
And
I think they sponsor a rugby team up here too.
Time will tell with a little
sponsorship.
And
they sponsor the CFL, and he's all over the place. The owner Williams helped me out greatly, and their weight loss program isn't like for fighters; it's for more people that are overweight.
Right.
But his vitamin supplement, Stress 28, is designed to give you the vitamins that you're losing during a good workout versus a multivitamin that you're buying at the store. So I do take that supplement.
That's badass.
Because that's like a shotgun approach with the multivitamin versus like a direct. Like this is what you're going to be losing when you do this.
I'm gonna get in that.
And they have a beef. It's called B.F.P. It's a B.F.P spray that I use. It's B12, and I just spray 6 of those in my mouth
the tongue
every morning under the tongue.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Wow.
It goes straight to the main vein.
Yeah, because there's a lot of veins.
Yeah. In the tongue.
Tongue game strong.
But you know what? That's good because I might even get into that. You know, getting little vitamins.
You get a little discount.
If I say your name,
use my name. Use my name at Health First.
It's
Bear Valley and 7th Street.
There you go. You gotta support your locals.
Hey, but Aaron, I think the people want to know. Give us a breakdown. Fight day. What goes through your mind?
Oh,
that's
a great question. A lot of people, after being around me enough on fight day, know that I don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the last commentator in my last fight said that while it's a live air, and he said, Aaron, it's why I didn't say hi to you today is because you're in fight mode. I don't talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't get punched.
So it's a lot of things go through your mind.
Fuck yeah.
You nerves.
Yeah. Do you do something to control them a little?
You think about winning and losing and
every like outcome, huh?
Exactly.
Like whatever. If this or if that.
Exactly.
You gotta be prepared for
lot of visualizing of the fight, and people in general are always thinking about a lot of things. Like here's a fact I learned from actually a mental mind coach. 48 thoughts a minute run through your mind.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a machine gun.
So he's teaching us to get rid of those thoughts. So like on fight day, random thoughts are gonna pop through our mind. I want to have sex. Especially as a guy.
47 of those thoughts are sex.
Yeah. And one is that I need the stove on.
Others are what I'm gonna do after this fight.
Yeah,
oh man, especially as a fighter dieting, I can't wait to eat.
Yeah.
Oh dude, the first thing in my mind is I wanna eat something like a candy bar. I love candy.
Delicious chicken pot pie, maybe.
I've never had a chicken pot pie. I normally go for a burger.
Wait a minute, you've never had one?
I've had one, but never after a fight.
I'm judging him if he's ever had one.
Twinkies are always good after a fight. But so you got all these thoughts running through your mind, building up to this fight, and you're really just waiting for it to start second for it to start, hoping that the fight starts on time because everyone knows they never do. And so all this builds up. You're laying in the back.
Fuck, horrible.
You're getting your hands wrapped.
No music?
Coach is talking to you sometimes. I'm not the biggest music guy, so it just depends. I like to listen to...
But it doesn't like...
yourself?
You come to the right place,
Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah.
Like just motivational mood that you're going to get you on that level. Like just...
Are you a big believer in stretching out before you fight or no stretching?
No, I stretch.
Yeah, okay.
What about playing touch butt in the park?
I like to be very flexible. What's that?
Playing touch butt in the park?
Yeah, no.
All right.
I've never played that. I've never played that before.
What about the day before? Could you even sleep, or you just tossing and turning? And
no, I can sleep.
You could. Little NyQuil?
No.
Melatonin?
Not at all.
Little Jack
I think it's because you're ready to weigh in, man. I mean, if I go to bed, weigh-ins get here quicker.
It's like Christmas, you know.
That's true. Yeah. But it's just so hard. You're just thinking and tossing.
You're right. That's more after weigh-ins, but
okay.
But even then,
and if you don't
like that Saturday, I mean, I get time to be able to lay down and relax.
Because I bet that's a big thing. If you don't get no sleep, or I mean, how could you perform at?
Yeah, it can affect you.
It could.
Some people might take some NyQuil.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned a mental coach. Now, besides the mental coach, have you ever done anything like a deprivation tank, like how, and then if you haven't, how often do you meet up with your mental coach?
No, I've never been in a.
No.
Say that again. I can't pronounce the word properly.
A hyperbolic chamber.
Yeah, like when Goku went back. When Goku was training. Time. Or something like that. Right?
This guy's definitely in charge here.
No, a sensory deprivation tank.
No.
So what it does is just like, you can't even drink water over here. Anyway, it's like pretty much you go into a room, a little like a chamber, and you're laying down. And you're laying down on top of like 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt.
Yeah.
So you're floating.
So you're floating.
You float. And the water, is around the same temperature as your skin, and you lay there for like,
so you just kind of like
20 minutes to like 2 hours, depending on however much you want and how much you can handle.
Yeah.
And you can't hear anything, you can't feel anything. It's just you and your mind.
My roommate, who has also done some fighting himself, uses one of those.
Yeah,
I have never used.
How much are those? Expensive?
It's like $60 an hour.
But no, I do writing.
Okay.
This mental conditioning coach that I brought up earlier was actually someone who just came to our gym and worked with us. And just
for free?
Talked. No.
I don't know.
He ran a seminar, and we.
$59.99 a month.
Is he local, or he heard of you guys and just like came out here?
No, Joe found him. I just don't remember his name.
That's cool.
Anyway, but those are just some key elements that I took from it, and I have started. I don't necessarily do a lot, but I definitely do more than I ever have before. But I started writing down those thoughts.
Oh fuck
yeah! To train my mind to clear the thoughts. I've written them down. They're out of my mind. I've written them down. They're out of my mind. So now the goal is to get used to just being able to jot down my thoughts that day of the fight. That way, now everything I've jotted down has been written down. It's out of my mind. Only the fight is in my mind.
What about affirmations? Do you ever tell you, I will win. I am great.
Yes.
I have a big dick.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's
I'm not worried about that. But
affirmations, though.
When I'm running. A lot of times when I'm on the treadmill, a lot of people listen to music. I run, and I basically say those things to myself.
I see John Jones did that. He put, like, Bible verses, and there was one video where he had him all, like, little sticky stuffs all over his thing. He was just, like, because it's all about your mind, huh? You have to be, like, really...
Absolutely, man. Your mind can...
trick you.
F you up or not.
Make you a break.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. So, fight day, you're done with all the prep. You're in the cage now. Assuming that you did a little watching of your opponent, right?
Studying.
So, what goes through your mind? Like, I'm assuming that's why you want a clear mind, because like you're trained a certain way to fight this guy. But what if he switches it up on you? Like, what goes through your mind? Like, what happens then?
I get what you're saying. You have a game plan for the most part.
Yeah.
Joe sets me up with this game plan, and we go out there to follow that game plan, and obviously that has to change
during the
depending on your opponent in the fight, and that goes for really anything. But
do you have a good time like keeping your game plan in mind, or like when you're in there and all of a sudden like you get punched in the face, it's like fuck, there goes my game plan? I've heard a lot of times that's like, what happens.
Because reality,
I don't have that problem necessarily. Some people get hit and then they just stop listening to their coach, black out, and just start fighting. And they're just relying on
hitting him.
Well, yeah, they're relying on just
muscle
memory. Exactly. I do a good job at finding Joe's voice, listening to it, and doing what he says when he says do it during that fight.
So does it bug you when people are like your fans are yelling out? Like
absolutely not.
Yeah. No? Okay. I don't want to mess you up.
Pump you up.
When I hear me being chanted, it just drives me to fight. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what?
So it doesn't I can hear you guys, but I can hear what Joe is actually saying.
Yeah. Okay. So that us is just feedback, like in the back, you know.
I actually want to go see one of your brother's fights, Daniel, and I kind of want to say he heard me in the crowd say armbar, and he won the fight right after with them.
He did do one of those once and win a fight.
What you're saying is you're welcome.
If you want me there, I can be there.
Yeah, that guy has a high voice. You'll definitely hear him. Then me, then Andrew.
But did I cover that whole question?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, because I've heard different fighters have different opinions. Like people that like say they have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, right? And then other people be like, yeah, that goes out the window once they get punched in the face. Mm-hmm. You know, there goes your jiu-jitsu, you know. But it's different fighters, different techniques, you know, different everything, you know.
Yeah.
Different ballpark. But fuck.
Last fight went to game plan perfectly. Nice. It was my intention to get him against the cage, keep his face against the cage, lay down strikes, let him build up, and just punch him while he's standing. He can't punch back. He's standing up. He literally cannot hit me back. So he's wide open to punch. So that was the game plan. And as soon as he was available and in position to swing back, and you guys saw it, I just shot back in, took him back down. I was ready to let him stand back up. As you saw, I went knee on belly, went to hit him, was building up, but the choke was open. So
what's your favorite part of your game? Where do you feel the most comfortable? Like your striking, your grappling, jiu-jitsu?
Well, I think everybody who knows me knows that I have a wrestling background. I'm still always going to use it. Mm-hmm. As I like to take from Lion King, remember who you are.
Nice.
I'm a wrestler.
Yeah, if you guys leave from anything, take that home.
That's for you.
I'm not going to go in there. If I have to strike, I'm going to strike because I have those skills. But I'm a wrestler, jiu-jitsu fighter, and why am I going to stay here when it's 50-50 versus taking you on the ground where now you don't
my bread and butter.
Power.
Yeah,
I'm on top. I have all the power,
I'm the
and
top
you
dog.
literally have no power.
So what is your upcoming opponent's strength?
He's a brawler.
So you guys match up pretty well.
It should be a great matchup. In high school, he went further than I did. I mean, the guy's a D2 of a wrestler, but I wrestle with better wrestlers. Yeah. And I've got more experience fighting, and I use my wrestling to my advantage, and he likes to stay standing for some reason. He hasn't taken
I've heard a lot of
from Lion King.
a lot of wrestlers.
He hasn't been listening to Lion King.
But in the fight game, do you have any heroes, people that you looked up to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Joe Stevenson. Yeah. Randy Couture is my favorite fighter of all time.
American legend.
love Randy Couture. I'm not a big I don't know, I don't get starry-eyed when I see somebody, but I honestly think if I got to see Randy Couture, I would get his autograph. I would get I would definitely get a picture and an autograph, you know. I don't normally
a selfie.
Take, you know, I've had conversations with Cub Swanson,
any champs?
Kenny Florian, a handful of people.
What about a local high desert
I've never gotten a picture with him.
Dan Henderson.
Oh. I've never met him, but I definitely think he's a great fighter.
He's another
another big
definitely one. A great fighter.
Victor Valley High School.
I went there for summer school. Just summer school.
Oh, I did have another question. Is this going to be a live fight?
I don't believe so.
No?
It will be broadcasted, but usually that takes about 6 to 8 weeks.
Now, because I wanted to go. I'm planning on going. Do you think they'd be mad if I live broadcasted to Facebook for you friends?
Yes, Mav TV.
They'll be mad?
Yeah. It's like
because people are always having their phone up.
Mav TV, that's because it's not
like
it's a
live,
phone.
Right?
They don't have they will tell people to put their phones down.
Yeah.
But they don't have all the security in the world
to
stop everybody. But it's on a cell phone.
So Mav TV, you didn't hear shit.
To see something like the setup you have here,
no, it wouldn't be any. It would just literally be my phone. It would just be my phone.
I mean, just a few lights.
And it's just your fight, not even like the whole thing.
I don't know how they would.
Would you want?
I know you can't say yes or no. I know you can't say yes or no.
I don't know how they would figure out that you were live broadcasting it to Facebook.
Unless they follow me.
Unless
do it.
Keep rolling.
But Mav TV has all the rights, so that and then
Mad TV?
I know Mav, M-A-V.
Oh, I thought you said Mad TV.
214 on DirecTV. So whenever I do a fight, that's how you find it.
There you go.
Nice.
Hear that?
You can go to their website to find out any other stations they're linked in with. But
what about previous fights? Where can they see these? Catch up. If you want to see how Aaron fights, his style.
Very
techniques.
little of my fights are on YouTube, dude.
What about Red TV?
They've aired. All my fights have aired
Yeah.
on TV at one point or another.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to get a hold of them. Like when do they put them back on the air?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to get them from YouTube. I have a couple of my fights from one of the announcers who emailed me them.
That's cool. That's cool.
But other than that, I don't know. How
Like,
to
could
get a hold
Joe
of them.
Stevenson record you to say like where, like, you could see the tape later, so you could be like, oh, this is what I did wrong. This is what I did right.
Yeah, like
you know?
review your own
Like,
tapes.
Yeah, you could see your own tape. Oh, they don't let you record.
They
it.
wouldn't
That would be
have
the
a tape in
smartest. That would be
corner.
the smartest thing. Like if I was a
Yeah, so,
coach,
yeah,
I would
he-
want that.
Yeah,
Like for sure.
He needs to know
They won't.
where he fucked up
Yeah,
or what he did right.
They won't allow a video in the corner.
It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Come on, Matt TV. Oh,
All right, guys. He has to leave. He's on a very tight schedule.
it's fun.
So
But Aaron, before you go, tell us when you're fighting again.
yes.
June 4th,
Where you're fighting.
Saboba Indian Casino
There you
in San Jacinto near Hemet, I think.
Hemet.
Is it
Yeah,
Hemet? Yeah.
around there.
It's near Hemet. And the gates open at 4:30. The fight should start at 6. I was scheduled as a co-main. They brought in a title fight. I'm not sure if that brings me down to the third last fight of the night, but I should be co-main tonight.
He's the main event no matter fucking what. Where do you get tickets?
You can get them from me,
Or Andrew.
Aaron Williams. They do have them at the gate, but if you can get them from me, that's awesome.
It's
That
better,
helps
yeah.
me out. I have general admission left. They're $45. Shoot.
And who are you
Yeah.
fighting?
Ryan Filligan. He's also from the High Desert.
What do you got to tell him?
Let's do this, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Let's
Going
do
down.
this.
Well, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you
Hit
for
me up
joining
on
us.
Facebook to contact me for tickets, guys.
There you go.
We'll have links down
Facebook.
below.
Do you have an Instagram or Twitter you want to pump out?
I'm on Instagram as AnzaBoy1.
AnzaBoy.
Oh, you don't have a plenty of fish? No, I'm just kidding.
What about for the ladies?
Yeah,
Any words?
what?
And you would say, hey.
I'm good, bro.
All right. Smart man.
Yeah.
Very smart man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
guys.
Thanks again, Aaron.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for
I think
having
that'll
us.
wrap it up for part 1. We'll be back for part 2. So come back. Love you.